Boris Johnson has sent a dramatic warning to the EU and Remainers in Parliament as he warned the madder Hulk gets, the stronger Hulk gets. Speaking to the Mail on Sunday, Mr. Johnson compared Brexit to the efforts of superhero Bruce Banner, better known as the Hulk. He commented, "Banner might be bound in manacles, but when provoked he would explode out of them. Hulk always escaped, no matter how tightly bound in he seemed to be, and that is the case for this country. We will come out on the 31st of October and we will get it done." Mr. Johnson will travel to Brussels on Monday to meet European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker. Ahead of this, he insisted the UK is getting closer to reaching a formal exit deal with the EU. The Prime Minister commented, "I think that we will get there. I will be talking to Jean-Claude about how we're going to do it. I'm very confident. When I got this job everybody was saying there can be absolutely no change to the withdrawal agreement. The backstop was immutable. The arrangements by which the UK was kept locked into the EU forever. They said no one could change that. They have already moved off that and, as you know, there's a very, very good conversation going on about how to address the issues of the Northern Irish border." However, Brussels sources insist the gulf between the EU and UK positions remains wide. During the interview, Mr. Johnson repeated his pledge to die in a ditch rather than delay Brexit again. According to the Mail on Sunday, which claims to have spoken to Downing Street sources, the Prime Minister and 3 top advisors have a secret plan to leave the EU on the 31st of October that wouldn't break the law passed by Parliament. However, any such move is likely to prove extremely contentious and would likely face a legal challenge. On Friday, former Tory leadership candidate Sam Gyimah dramatically joined the Liberal Democrats. Mr. Gyimah, the former universities minister, lost the Tory whip after voting against the government to back an Article 50 extension. His defection was announced by Liberal Democrat leader Joe Swinson. Speaking to The Observer, he claimed the Tories are veering towards populism and English nationalism. He added, "I listen to ministers undermining the courts, ministers questioning experts because their views are inconvenient for what the government is saying about no deal. You have a government that says law enforcement is the centerpiece of its platform, and yet says in another breath that it will pick and choose what laws it chooses to respect. This is in many ways undermining key pillars of our constitution and the functioning of our democracy."